Pauper Mill goes undefeated in the league today. I'm happy to put it back up on the charts. It's been a minute for this deck, and I know that Persistent Petitioners may seem a little weird at first, but it's been a deck list that's been running around for a while, but just hasn't placed in the last little bit post-ban, or at least all too much. But the deck has so much game against so much of the metagame right now, it just feels so well positioned. And yes, in this league, you're going to see games where we find all of our sideboard cards. You're going to see games where we get lucky, but you're also going to see games where we grind out our opponent and really showcase how deep this deck can go. Now, Persistent Petitioners is the backbone of this deck. You're playing Advisor Typal at this point. And a deck can have any number of cards named Persistent Petitioners in it. If you tap 4 advisors, you mill 12 cards. The beauty of this is if you have 5 advisors, 6 advisors, like an awkward amount, you can still tap the Persistent Petitioners to mill 1. And in many cases against like Burn, you're well positioned in the main board because you have Knot of the Bone in your main deck. So what you do is you point Persistent Petitioners at yourself, mill like 24, 36 cards, and then you can, your Knot of the Bone is gaining you 40 life for 3 mana, and then at that point you turn the Persistent Petitioners around and you swing them at your opponent. Past that, we have Mainboard Masked Vandal, which is a Changeling, which can be an advisor as well, but also synergizes with stuff like the Generous Ent, which looks for a forest into the graveyard, and then you can exile that with the Masked Vandal to hit your opponent's tapped artifacts, or just take them off of a color if they're playing some 3-color artifact variant, which you are going to see here. And so there's so much optionality in this deck through the scries that you get off of Glistener Seer. You can turn Mothdust Changeling into a flyer, just so many ways that you can block and be offensive. This deck has a lot of options. Even out of the sideboard, you're just there to shore things up. The most awkward card is Spellstutter Sprite. It's a catch-all counterspell that just ends up being a creature. It works really well with the Masked Vandal and the Mothdust Changeling, which can end up being fairies. And then you have Gutshot to get rid of like X1s, Blue Elemental Blast for the red-based strategies, Dispel for like general counter magic and spell-based combo. And this is Petitioner Mill. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Let me know if you want to see more gameplay of Petitioner Mill as we get to showcase a little 5-0 today. Yes, we're playing first with some Pauper Mill. Not with this hand. This one's close though. It's close. If we had one land, I would have tried it. Okay. I think this is acceptable. We will get there at some point. I think this is acceptable. We'll drop the Knot of the Bone, and then we'll just start things off pretty simple here. We have a stop on our upkeep, which is good because we'll probably activate the Glistener Seer, try and find ourselves a land, like specifically a green land. Yeah, specifically a green land. Forest into Elves. Ooh, this is gonna be a okay. This is gonna be. I feel like most of these games are gonna end up like this, where it's like a mill ourselves type of flex, but this is definitely gonna be one of them. I didn't even activate this. Now that I'm thinking about it, I just happened to draw my green land. So I think what we're gonna do is we are just gonna play our Persistent Petitioners, get that out. Then next turn, we are going to play Bellowing Crier, Simic Growth Chamber. Turn after that, ideally we just start milling ourselves. It's going to be a little slow, but that's okay. It's going to be a little slow. Curian Ranger, okay. Untap that. So they have some amount of mana left, right? Because the Jaspera, no, okay. So we go to our turn. Mothdust is nice. We're going to go, I just go Mothdust pass, because then I can, yeah, because then I can technically mill myself for 1, which I think we want to be doing. So we're going to Simic Growth Chamber. Turn this to my hand. And then we will pass. So let's see if we could, I might just tap the Glistener Seer now. Because I'm going to mill myself trying to find a winding way. That's what this is about. We're going to find a winding way. It's weird. Like the deck wants to, it's pretty much all matchups actually. You want to mill yourself, unless you're like super far ahead, then you just mill your opponent. But okay, let's see what we're doing. Blue. Oh Lord. Are we gonna play that? It's like blue and 3, draw for each elf you control. Like you choose a creature type, you draw for each one of that you control. That's wild. Draw like 5 cards here. Yeah, Distant Melody, such a good card, such a good Magic card. Okay, so they're still in their setup phase, which is key. They're still in their setup phase. Okay. First floor Rangers, they untap there. Yep. As long as they don't get out something ridiculous, but I think they will. The 2 Nettle Sentinels make this really hard. Yeah, you see this? They just play out a bunch of 1-drops. Yep. Let's just set a stop, yield until here. Let's just let it go, just yield until there. They're gonna play out like pretty much everything. I just have to hope they don't have like a real threat, quote unquote. You just have to hope the draws are bad. It's like 3 lands or something. 3 of those cards that they drew are lands. That's the hope. That's the hope. The Birchlore Rangers though is so big. Because they're casting everything. Perfect. Okay, so let's do the stops. Let's do this here. We can just take 2 actually. I want to take 2. Like, how are they buffing this at instant speed? How are they buffing this at instant speed? That's my question. How are they buffing this at instant speed? How are you doing that? It's just going to be grindy games. That's what this is going to end up being. It's just going to be like super grindy games. This is an 03. What are we doing here? Do we just have a random, you know, elves shouldn't have like a random buff on board. They shouldn't just have a random buff on board. Okay, fair enough. We are going to remove an oil counter and scry 1. Opponent, please. Opponent, please. Also, I think something's wrong with my mic. The gain on my mic has been like really low recently. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to get it better, but look, I got a Command Zone episode whose volume is increasing right now that I'm listening to in the background. I don't know. Something about my mic's like gain is really low. I'm having to like in post put it up, which is kind of annoying. It makes it sound like quote unquote inauthentic, but whatever. Opponent, please. What are we doing right now? Why are we taking so long to make moves? Are we like double queuing in this league? Finally, they let us complete. I feel like they're double queuing. So we're gonna mill ourselves for 1. We're gonna mill that island away because we have our island anyway. And then we'll pass the turn from there. Opponent, please. Back in this game. Let's do it. Back to our turn. Do I need to play both? I feel like I do. Let's go Winding Way. Yeah, let's go Winding Way. We have the Bellowing Crier. We're gonna look for creatures. Find 2 Masked Vandals. Okay. I mean, oh, and we lost 2 Winding Ways. Oh lord. Okay, Bellowing Crier. I don't think we'll need these Masked Vandals, so I might just end up ditching them. Let's see. Okay, always yield to this. I mean, we can't play multiple of these, but they do help. They do help us play both. I think we'll ditch the Tangled Islet. If I'm gonna be honest, I think we'll ditch the Tangled Islet. Okay, and then we will just pass from here because they're still in their setup phase. We just need to gain a bunch of life, and then we'll start pointing the Persistent Petitioners at them. So if we can, we're gonna mill ourselves. If we can find a decent amount of creatures, plus, it's just so annoying. Leave the Stampede. I think we're just gonna go to like here, yield until here. I feel like because they can't really interact with us before that. We got a Kyrian Ranger and a Nettle Sentinel. Okay, we'll play the Nettle Sentinel. Just, oh my lord, when you got this many untaps going plus a Birch Lore, goes crazy. It's like close to infinite, but they didn't reveal much off the lead, I will say. So that's got to be a win. So far, I'm not seeing like a pure win condition. You got a blue though. If you have another Distant Melody, that's crazy. Unironically, the Distant Melody actually might just end up helping us here. If you just draw a bunch of cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards, that's almost a mill. That's almost like 1 mil done by us. You draw a card, you go to 31. It's close. It's close. Oh god. I wonder how many cards they're just gonna play out here. They have to kind of be careful. They have to kind of be careful. We got some untaps going, but not a lot of combat. That's the thing, right? Like, there's no way in this deck, as far as I'm aware, to provide haste. They do have overrun effects. If they play them, there are non-elf overrun effects. You just got to pay a bunch of mana into it. That's the problem. This is definitely going to be, this is why I got 4 gut shot on the side. I hope I got 4 gut shot. I'm pretty sure I went into this league with 4 gut shot. Yeah. This is why I got 4 gut shot on the sideboard. Maybe not specifically for this matchup. I mean, there's a bunch of X2s, but still. Yo. Yeah, just being able to snipe out the Kyrians is so important. Like, look at what's going on. Just have like free mana here. My god. I have so much mana. If they Distant Melody again with this out, I think I win. Because I just mill you twice. I'm pretty sure I just win if they Distant Melody again. That's kind of what I want. I love that they're still digging. Yo, unironically, hold on. We might have to think about the math here. So 28, I can mill them for like randomly 1. Bring them down to like 27, and then I could go like 12 and 12. But I wish I was a little faster. Okay, more Winding Ways is actually insane. I think they just confirmed the win. They pretty much have to win this turn. They pretty much have to win this turn then. Because now you're at 24. It's exactly enough for 12. So there's the Timberwatch. You have to. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna pass anymore. So if they go for less than 12, first of all, yield to all of this. Oh my god, they have all 4 nettles going. Okay, you know what? Set stop. Just set this. Oh no. Set stop here. I want to yield until here. Okay, so this cannot activate right now. You have to give it haste. What are we doing? Are we gonna just attack with 4 Nettle Sentinels and then pass the turn? This is really cool though. Seeing the elf player spin. I mean, look, they played a Timberwatch. There's 2 Timberwatches on my right side underneath my camera. That's what I can tell you. Okay. What are we attacking with? You can't tap those. So I'll take the damage and just mill you for 12. I think my opponent might have... I think they spun their way into an L here. I don't see how you're winning this game. I think you spun your way into an L. Let's see what happens. Opponent. I didn't need to do anything. Opponent just did everything they wanted. And now, okay, no attacks. Pass the turn. We are going to mill you for 12. Right? Untap. Draw. And then mill you for 12. I don't quite understand. Okay, now you're at 0 cards in deck. Right. Nyxborn. I mean, hey, Nyxborn was a win condition, I guess. But yeah, no, I guess that's what they were digging deep for. Now you mill 12 and you just lose. We bring in 4 gut shots. So problem is, what do we replace? Problem is, what do we replace? Kind of the scary thing here. Opponent, please do not lag me out of this game. Opponent let priority pass. They're at 0 cards in deck. I don't know how you are winning this game at this point, but Distant Melody Elves should help us here, should help our case. I mean, the fact that they got 4 Nettle Sentinels, I just don't think they knew what was going on with what I was trying to do, because I did target myself. So maybe they were kind of confused as to like we were some type of reanimator build, but like, fair enough. Maybe they've never run across this ever, but now my opponent's still stalling out. This is just really annoying right now. Every single thing I do, they're stopped. But you know what? People say that about me. People tell me to play fast. Opponent is finally passing through the phases. Can we just go to our turn and you draw to lose? Thank you. All right. Ole. Years of my life taken off. Knot of the Bone I think is still going to be important, but I think that is the card to replace though. That's kind of the annoying part. So we're gonna go maybe 1 Winding Way, 1 Masked Vandal, 1 Gnaw, 1 Deep. I don't know. I don't want to. The problem with replacing Masked Vandal is like it's replacing a creature for the Knot of the Bone. And it's also a changeling, so it's an advisor, right? So I'm not going to pretend like I'm an expert in sideboarding into this. I feel like Spellstutter Sprite has value in this. Like maybe this isn't a life gain matchup. They overwhelm me so fast that I am supposed to just bring in the sprites. There is a possibility. The problem is the sprites don't add to anything. Like they're not advisors. They're just there for counter. So maybe this is overboarding. Like genuinely, maybe this is overboarding. But let's try it out. This might just be overboarding. But opponent's going to be on the play. I feel like Gut Shot is fine by itself, but if I can counter something key, then I think that's going to be important. Like counter the Distant Melody and they should lose like all thing. But if I can get to the point where Spellstutter Sprite can counter a Distant Melody, I feel like I'm already winning. It's clear that this version of Elves though, it's about countering the Birch Lore, countering the Nettle. Priest of Titania is a great gut shot target. Kyrian Ranger, honestly, off the rip is a great gut shot target. If they go turn 1 Kyrian Ranger and I open up with a gut shot, like I'm gut shotting that. I think I have to keep hands like this. By the way, check out the amount of time opponent's taking. I think I just have to keep hands like this. I think my opponent genuinely is double queuing. And just got a little stuck. So Nettle off the rip is not fun. They're going for an attack and just keep it pushing. Oh, turn 1 Mothdust is kind of nice though. That being a changeling is kind of goated because I can go Sprite. Let's see how much damage they actually do here. Priest of Titania. They didn't attack first? That's crazy. Let's get the value. Let's get the value. Right, no blocks. Yeah, I feel like if I wanted to counter anything, it'd be like right now. So, yeah, if I wanted to counter anything, it'd be right now. Let's just pass the turn. Actually, honestly, if they block with Priest, I feel like that's a win. I'm not gonna lie. If they block with Priest, I feel like that's a win. Yeah, you know what? Block with Priest. Go ahead. If they block with this, it'd actually be insane value. Okay, all right. Pass the turn with Stutter up, so I can block I can counter a 2-drop. And that's the key. Not land. That's fine. I think Winding Way is the key to what I want to. Oh, that though. I think that's. I think we're gonna counter that because that'll allow them to untap the Priest, which is not what I'm looking to do. Yeah, that'll let them untap the Priest. Oh, and they got another one. Okay. No blocks. Take the 2. Go to my turn. Let's go Pawn Prophet to draw a card. Fortunately, we do not have 4 advisors out. So that's my problem. Like, I have to tap 4 advisors. That's the problem with Spellstutter Sprite. That's the problem with Sprite specifically here. Pawn Prophet comes in. They may not know that. They didn't know what was going on last turn. I mean, Generous Ent is an advisor, but it's a card that goes into the yard for Masked Vandal. And if you play it on your top end, it's a creature in your graveyard for the life gain. But if you do play it, it's a pretty good blocker. If you get to the point where you're playing Generous Ent, something's probably going terribly wrong for both players. But let's let that happen. Pawn Prophet draws us a card. I think, honestly, I think in this case, I will go kind of the same thing. I think I will go Simic Growth Chamber. Do I just want to put out more land? I don't know. It's the same thing, really. We play out a land next turn. Okay, we'll play the Simic Growth Chamber. I guess technically, if I didn't want to get punished by something, if I genuinely did not want to get punished by anything, Tangled Islet is the correct play. Problem is now, again, I don't have another priest. I just have to hope they don't have a payoff for this. Like, what's the last card in their hand? Oh my god, okay, that's actually really good. As long as they don't have a payoff, but they will swing just 4 here. If they're smart, they'll swing 4. No. They don't want to lose anything. Fair enough. So what we will do here is we'll go island and actually just deep analysis, because we can still spend time setting up. Because they didn't attack. They're just in top deck right now. We will draw 2 cards. I need to find some advisors. Okay, that helps. So next turn we will go Tangled Islet double Petitioners. Please don't. Okay, good. I was gonna say please don't have a good payoff, and that's the key there. That's fine. 2 it is. I can chump should I need it with the Stutter Sprite, but we're in a good spot here. If I draw Mothdust, I'll play that, but so Tangled Islet, Persistent Petitioners. Depending on what they play, I will either mill them or mill me. Sometimes it's about a little bit of luck too, right? Persistent Petitioners, and we pass the turn. Now, if I can find 2 more advisors, baby, we're in a good spot. If I can find 2 more advisors, ooh, okay, we are milling them. I am milling them. Nettleson. I love it. Okay, so mill you. 3, 4. Mill you, untap. Opponent. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or no, 5. And then 6. I can actually play the Generous Ent, which is kind of funny. I might do that, honestly, but no, let's deep analysis our is that actually too aggressive? Is the deep analysis on ourselves a little too aggressive? If they top deck Nyxborn Hydra, what's my plan if they top deck Nyxborn Hydra? Whatever, well, I'm not at a point where I need to do that. I'm not at a point where I need to do that. Let's play the... Actually, let's play the Mothdust Changeling and pass. Because there's a world... You know what? We can deep analysis ourselves. Because you know what? We can mill ourselves and potentially find the thing spell. So let's pass the turn. So we can point the Persistent Petitioners at ourselves and try and find the life gain spell. Oh no, actually we boarded them all out. What am I even saying? I'm committing to the line. Oh my god. Okay. I think, yeah, I boarded out all my knotted opponents. That line was actually so greedy. If they top deck Nyxborn, they just win. Okay, all right. So they just lose the game at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that. And then we can tap one of these to mill you for 1. And then we go island. We just gotta find some creatures. So if we play Bellowing Crier, right? If we play the Crier, that's 1, 2. Okay, draw a card. We can discard the, honestly, the Generous Ent at this point. And then Winding Way, because then we can just win on the spot here. We're just gonna name creature if we can find a thing here. Perfect. That is what I'm looking for. So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, am I dumb? I think I am. Hold on. I'm miscounting the amount of creatures I have. Miscounting the amount of creatures that I have. That's okay. I have a Persistent Petitioners, and I should have held up the Spellstutter Sprite. I'm dumb. I should have held up the Spellstutter Sprite. I can mill them for 13 cards. I can mill them for 13 cards. I'll put a gut shot into the yard. I have 1/3s to block with, which is nice. I did, you know, having 1/3s to block with is nice. I just have to hope they don't draw the Nyxborn Hydra. The Nyxborn, because the Nyxborn Hydra gives trample. That's the key. The Nyxborn Hydra gives trample. Opponent, please. I'm making so many mistakes. I actually am. I'm making so many mistakes. The Hydra's the only thing, really. Well, they could draw into a bunch. Otherwise, they just lose. Okay, they didn't find anything. All right. So after a lot of stalling and potentially some double queuing, we got there. Cambino mulligans. We're going to mulligan as well, but we're on the draw. This is better. I think we would... I think we like the Masked Vandal main. I think we drop the Gnaw to the Bone. If we were to choose between 2 green cards to keep, it would be that. So we'll keep this. Actually, Masked Vandal I can't even enable based on the hand, but regardless. I think in general, the Masked Vandal goes a little bit farther. Ooh, speaking of. Okay. All right. So we will discard a Mothdust Changeling. Okay, so it looks like we're up against some type of Orzhov bounce, which probably is not in our favor, because this is going to be a removal heavy matchup. We don't have any protection in our sideboard. We used to be playing the card that gives hexproof. It's Vines of Vastwood. That's the card. We used to be playing 4 Vines, but with Deadly Dispute gone, black-based midrange is like not really around, so man's going to be recurring Hopeless Nightmare. That's not fun. But at least I got a card in there for the Masked Vandal, right? Yeah, it's Orzhov bounce. It's not fun. Okay. Tithing Blade. Let's do this and Pawn Profit just to draw a card. Might as well play the thing that replaces itself. Oh, Lord. It's getting tough out here. It's getting tough out here. This is dumb. If I can get Masked Vandal out, that'd be nice. I just don't know what I have for this matchup. I think ultimately we lose, but just like last game where we got a little bit lucky, I think there's a world. Do they have the 1-mana bird? 1-mana 2/2? Yeah, they do. Return Glinthawk. Sorry, Tithing Blade. Return Tithing Blade. Yeah, play Tithing Blade. This is gonna be a little tough, isn't it? So we go to our turn, we play the Persistent Petitioners, we play the Mothdust, and we pass the turn. If I found an untapped green source here, I don't even know if we play untapped green. No, we play 3 forests. I'd definitely be hitting this Vault of Whispers. Honestly, I might hit the Hopeless Nightmare. Thing's mad annoying. Well, let's see. Because the minute I hit the Vault of Whispers, they're going to find another black. It always works out like that, right? The minute I hit the Vault of Whispers, they're going to just find another. They're going to find another black source, and I'm going to be crying. This is some nice artwork for Vault of Whispers, though. It's nice that we got a little reprint of the artifact lands out of the Warhammer Commander sets. Okay, a lot of white from the opponent here. Okay. Yup. I got a player on my locals that plays this. This is why I don't want to. This is why I don't want to play this deck. Oh my lord. At locals, I would rather be playing something else. Oh, the double Masked Vandal hurts. Okay. We just pass through. We just pass through. That's all we can do. They're top decking. I hope. I hope it's just lands. Please. Okay, Lembas is something. Lembas is something. Orzhov midrange. I miss this deck though. This was one of my favorite decks. I used to be a Boros midrange fiend. I love Boros midrange. And then I shouldn't be passing through completely because I can mill them for one. You're killing me right now. Mill you for one. Got him on the cast down. They're returning what? Tithing Blade? Please just give me an untap green source, please. Untap green source is goated. Untap green source is goated here. Please. Please, please, please. No. No. Okay, you know what? It's still possible. Untap green source. Please. Please. Untap green source, please. No, that's a tapped green source. Okay. No. That's a tapped green source. Oh, we're like a turn too late. Okay, all right. God damn. All right, it's okay. We got really lucky last game. Drying. Yeah. All right. No more at this point, please. Tithing Blade comes down. We're just taking damage in the air. It's so tough. We're taking damage in the air. Like I gotta mill myself or something. I feel like at this point I gotta mill myself. I gotta try and find the life gain. Oh my god, and the Bajuka Bog. It's brutal. The Bajuka Bog is brutal. Going for 6. They have lethal next turn, so I gotta try and point these out myself. No blocks on that. Yep. They already have a black source. At this point, it's just like not even worth it. So we just gotta mill ourselves. On profit would have been nice, but alas. Generous Ent, you're too late. It's too far, too late at this point. There's nothing I can do. I can try and mill myself for even then. What is the game we're playing here? I mean, you might as well play to your outs, right? You might as well play to your outs. Mill yourself for one. Mill yourself for one. See if we find the life gain. If not, we don't have it. Yep, that is GG's right there. So against a matchup like this, I mean, yo, this is definitely a Spellstutter Sprite matchup, I will say. This is definitely a Spellstutter Sprite matchup. Drop a Winding Wave for a Knot of the Bone. Yeah, this is a Spellstutter Sprite matchup. It's just like Spellstutter Sprite. It's like in Poison Storm where you have that counter spell for 2, where if they have like 3 or more, you counter unless they pay 2. But if they have 3 or more poison counters or something like that, you just hard counter something. You have a counter spell as a catch-all. That's the key. You have a counter spell as a catch-all. Blue Elemental Blast helps against the red decks. Dispel is for specifically blue terror, but it has application against Sprite, but like the fairy decks, but it's specifically against terror and like other random stuff that is like spell based, like, you know, hitting Dispel against combo decks is really powerful. I mean, all right. I feel like this has to be good. Let's just get it out. We'll get out the Mothdust first. I feel like Seer is just really good. As like a way for us to scry through. They kept a 7 though. I'm not too enthusiastic about this one. This is a rare matchup, I will say. So let's play the Bellowing Crier to try and find ourselves a land. Okay, we're gonna drop a Mothdust Changeling because that's not cute. I could have just played out 2 1s, and then I could have played Persistent Petitioners and gone to it. It's just I feel like this matchup is gonna be like I feel like they're gonna have a removal spell, and it's better for me to be ready for that. At least I have some amount of combat going. There is that. Okay. I'm gonna save that for a cast down. Probably like they probably have a cast down up. Let's go to attacks. Right. And then we'll play 2 1s here. And then we can drop Petitioner. I don't want to play it now into the cast down. I'd rather them have to cast down something like really irrelevant. Largely irrelevant. Not really irrelevant. Largely. Let's see what happens. Now, if I had the fairy, I'll definitely hold that up. Yeah, see, cast down. What am I saying? What am I saying right now? All right, opponent, what do we got? No lands. No more lands for me. I imagine as a mid-range deck, you probably have mad lands. Investigate. Okay, you got yourself a clue token. Okay, hold that up as interaction. Fair enough. Go to our turn. Masked Vandal. A little too slow, but that's okay. What we'll do is we're going to start milling them. We just don't have the lands for it right now to start thinking about like trying to gain some life. So it's so annoying. They're going to cast down now, which is smart. They're going to cast down now. Raven Charm. Yep, play that and then pass the turn. That's all I can do. I mean, I could tap Mothdust and go to attack. It's just I'm not beating them through combat. So I think at this point it's just whatever. I got my value attack in, but this deck is going to be really good at gaining life. Generally speaking, like these Orzhov mid-range decks, generally speaking, we're really good at gaining life. Tithing Blade. It's going to be so hard to establish a board. At least this isn't like Pestilence or something. Oh, they didn't have a removal spell there. Could be good for us. Drew 2 cards, though. Drew 2 cards. Please just play out a creature. Yes. Orzhov Basilica. Okay, good. That's something that's not Bajuka bogging us. Okay, go to our turn. Play the Persistent Petitioners. Play the Simic Growth Chamber. Thankfully have some god dang lands at this point. So now we just play a Patient. I think we are going to try and mill them. Might be the wrong call, but it's just this isn't a game where... This isn't a matchup I want to grind with. Not through life anyway. They will clear my board out. So I won't be able to like reestablish really. They will clear me out. I think milling them is correct. Yep, they will draw a card. They are trying to find removal right now, which is great. We are definitely gonna, if we don't have a good target, like an enchantment or something, an artifact that they're recurring, I will definitely hit the Goldmire Bridge. Or is that even worth it? I don't know. It just isn't really good targets, and I think I want to play my Masked Vandal. That's the key. I want to play my Masked Vandal. Okay, let's tap and target you. Mill 12. I'm gonna cast down here. Can't imagine. Ooh. Okay. All the removal spells they could think of. All the removal spells they could think of. Let's go Masked Vandal here. Right. Let's hit the land doesn't really matter at this point. Honestly, probably the clue token. The land doesn't really matter at this point. Let's get out the Glistener Seer. Let's play out the other Petitioner. pass the turn. So now we can hold up, like, we can hold up one of the 1/3s as a blocker. Should we need it? But now they need to have like 2 removal spells as well, right? Okay. So we will activate here. Target you. 3, 4. I'll give you a Mothdust Changeling. Opponents are like almost no cards. 20 cards. You milled like 24 so far. It's pretty good for us. I will definitely give you Mothdust Changeling. If they can bounce this, that's brutal. Bounce this and play it again is brutal. Okay, not this turn, but that's okay. That's not bad. Play it again is brutal. Okay. Get rid of the Mothdust. Yep. Coming in for 2 or what? Okay, let's go to blocks. Let's go to blocks. Go to our turn. Yes. We found another one. We found another one. That is the key. Deep analysis. We will. We will Forest Cycle. I think that is correct. We will Forest Cycle. We will find a Tangled Islet. We will play the Tangled Islet. We will pass the turn there. Okay. And then we will just pass through from there. So they draw to 19. We can mill them for 12. Now this actually, funny enough, this actually is a world where milling myself can be correct. I might be able to grind them out, but because of like, it just kind of locks them out. If I mill them, it locks them out of like using the clue tokens or the map tokens. Like they don't want to be drawing more cards. Although they can have a faster clock, it's about the amount of removal that they have. I've managed to mill over a lot. The Tithing Blade they can bring back, grafted, which does mean something. It does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So the grafted blade coming back. Yeah, craft with the creature. Exile a creature you control, or a creature from your graveyard. Yeah, does mean something. All depends on what they have in hand. I just have to hope they don't have removal. That's the key here. If they don't have removal, I just win here. Yeah, what do we got? I hope they make me discard. I would love to discard the deep analysis, you know? I would love to discard the deep analysis. Opponent. Deciding... okay. Fair enough. Drawing 2 cards is a... It's a choice. It's a choice in a situation like this. So that leaves you with 4 cards to draw. Okay. Map token. They got to find answers. Like they're trying to find removal. They got to find a way to bounce our stuff. Okay. So play that. Yep. Play it out again. Fair enough. We will activate. Mill you for that much. Pass the turn. We will give you a pawn profit. Honestly, and I could, you know what's funny here? I could just go mill 1 and mill 1. Like that like actually is a legitimate way for me to grind them out here. I could just go tap mill 1, mill 1. They don't attack. I feel like that was a mistake. Why not? Generous Ent. I think I'm supposed to deep analysis here. Oh. Hold on, maybe not. I think I go eyes on the prize here. Eyes on the prize. They didn't attack here, which is huge. So we're gonna grab a forest. We're gonna play the forest. I don't want a deep analysis here. So actually, I'm gonna pass. So we can activate Persistent Petitioners and take them off some amount of time here. So the deep analysis can actually be a win. That's the thing we have to remember. The deep analysis. Okay. The deep analysis can actually be a win. Omen of the Dead. They're going to return the core Skyfisher. That's fine. Yeah. And I think that's the key. So we can mill them twice. And then they can't deal 19 damage to me. So I just win the game. They have to have like Bojuka Bog. They have to like discard and have Bojuka Bog. Otherwise I can activate and mill them for 2. And we manage to get there. That's the thing. I hope I remembered it now. And I hope I don't forget it with. Okay, you know what? Just return what you want to return. Do what you need to do. Okay, return the Tithing Blade. Okay. Oh. Okay. What are we returning? Interesting. What are we returning with the Omen of the Dead? What are we returning with Omen of the Dead? I feel like I got really lucky this match here. Opponent just ran out of removal, ran out of interaction. Okay, Glinthawk, okay. You're just trying to amass a board here? Okay, Glinthawk returns. What? Okay, Glinthawk it resolves. Tithing Blade. Okay, play Tithing Blade. And then we win. Okay, so they can't deal the damage that they need to. So we're going to activate here. Pay 1. So you're going to mill 1 card. And then you're going to activate here. Mill a card. And that's our clock, baby. That's the clock right there. Sacrifice the Masked Vandal. Because you genuinely can't deal enough damage. And then you lose the game. Easy. They can't be happy about that one. They cannot be happy about that one. Okay, so we can just win on our turn to keep it clean. We are going to mill them for 1. Mill them for 1. A little overkill, but we're going to deep analysis on them. Get you to draw 2 cards and you lose the game. All right, perfect. So we forced a game 3, which is great. Going to this one, I feel like I don't want the Spellstutter Sprites now back on the draw. I feel like I don't, but I'll bring this back. I'll bring 2 in. It's just like the other cards are kind of just whatever. Kind of just whatever. Winding Way does mean something, though. Maybe Winding Way is just better here, all things considered. Let's keep this. It's really slow. It's really slow, but it's not much we're going to do. Like, we're going to play Pawn Profit, draw a card. It's going to die. Then we can Masked Vandal something. Like, I don't know. And if they get us to discard, you know, all right. I mean, all right. I have to remember, if they get us to discard, I might actually just want to discard, like, Glistener Seer. Or, yeah, probably Glistener Seer, because Pawn Profit replaces itself. Okay. So I will just be playing Pawn Profit in this case. That's fine. So let's play out let's play that out. Okay. Sprite's not ideal, but it's something. I don't really want to play out Petitioners here. I actually want them to kill something. It's like, I actually want them to kill something. So that I can use Masked Vandal on their Vault of Whispers. Come on, please just kill something. No. Please just kill something. Yes. Okay. I will give you actually, I'll give you the Spellstutter Sprite. I'll give you the Glistener Seer. I'll give you the Glistener Seer. So in this case, I will go Masked Vandal. I will target this. And then I will limit your mana. And then I will Simic Growth Chamber to bounce this back to my hand. and then pass from there. To be fair, I could actually, like, exiling the Refurbished Familiar does mean something. I just made I made a gamble that they wouldn't have more mana. I made a gamble. Slowing them down just a little bit. But now, the Masked Vandal allows me to... Yeah, the Masked Vandal allows me to Spellstutter Sprite their next bounce spell. That's the key there. And then I can block the Refurbished Familiar. So now I want to go Island, Persistent Petitioner. Actually, cancel that. Hold on. Let's just use this land. And then we shall pass from here. We'll just Spellstutter Sprite the next card. The problem is that the Spellstutter Sprite doesn't, again, add towards being an advisor, which is kind of annoying, but the card would be uniquely insane in this deck if it could. It would actually just be a main board card. If Spellstutter Sprite was an advisor, it would just be a main board card. It'd be uniquely insane. Okay, nothing. Okay, just 2 in the air. Fair enough. I'll take 2 in the air. I don't mind. I will take 2 in the air. Okay. What are we doing? Opponent. What are we doing? Holding up 2 mana. Are they worried about a counterspell? Are they worried about the counterspell here? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I don't know if we counter the bounce spell. Oh, I was gonna say, I don't know if we counter the bounce or if we counter. If they just tap out for something, I think we counter that right now. Okay, nothing. All right, that's fine with me. That's chill with me. I don't mind taking 2 a turn. I can beat 2 a turn. I think. Okay, let's play the Persistent Petitioners. Turn after that, I can go that in Deep Analysis. Okay, and then we just pass. Right now, I can go tap Petitioners, build them for 1, and then hold up Spellstutter Sprite. Okay, so whatever they play here, we counter. Yeah, whatever they play here, we counter. Counter that. And then, yeah, that's it. So we take out the removal spell there, which is nice. Now we have an extra... If they make a sack, we sack the Spellstutter Sprite. Spellstutter Sprite can block the Refurbished Familiar. We're in a relatively commanding position. Position. Alright, they're top decking. We can go... Forest, Refurbished Familiar. We will drop the Deep Analysis. Honestly, Masked Vandal on the Familiar was probably, if I lose this game, I will admit that Masked Vandal on the Familiar was probably the better call. Masked Vandal on Familiar was 100% the better call. I just made a bet that was pretty bad, but if I was successful in that bet, I would be really far ahead. But alas, I'm making a bad bet against a mid-range deck. So that on the Refurbished Familiar, it would have gained me like so much life as well. Yeah, so this, yeah. Masked Vandal on the Refurbished Familiar was way more correct. But that's for me to understand. Opponent, thinking about what they want to do here, really stuck. They are taking up so much time. They're at like 8 minutes now. They're at less than 9 minutes. Playing a lot more game than me. Thinking about this right now. 3-round grinders. That's 3-round grind fest. Opponent, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Opponent, what do we got? Produce, just making sure this wasn't produced through some cheaty sources. Are you just gonna gain 3 life, or what are we doing? Just gonna gain 3 life and then bring back, like, are we gonna bounce the Grimblade, play Grimblade on Spellstutter, swing 2 in the air? It's a line. Yo, opponent, please. All right, thank you. Oh my god, I don't know if it's moto lag. I don't know. Maybe it is modal lag, but they can't hit anything else, I will say. Like if they Grimblade, it doesn't hit anything else on my board, so. Grimblade comes down. Yup. So let's just hit you with this. That goes away. That's fine. So this would have saved me, like I literally would have saved like 6 damage here, which is actually very relevant. Extremely relevant. So let's deep analysis myself. Oh, Masked Vandal again? Yes, that's what I'm looking for. That is what I'm looking for. Let's Masked Vandal one of these suckers. Finally, I might be too late to this, but it does mean something. And then we will Persistent Petitioners. Oh my god, what am I doing? What am I doing? Persistent Petitioners. And we will pass. Now at this point, I think I will be milling myself. Because I'm at the point where they're slowing down. Their Grimblade can't do anything to any one of my creatures. But I need to start... I need to start gaining some life. Well, that's fine. Discards a card, that's fine. I need to start milling myself. I need to find some life gain. Yo, Aviary Mechanic is crazy. Aviary Mechanic is crazy. Okay. Turn that to my ad. Play that again. Okay, we will mill ourselves. 2, 3, 4. We're gonna mill ourselves, trying to find some. Oh, there's the Knot of the Bone. There we go. Yeah, we are gonna maximize on this Knot of the Bone. We are gonna max out on this Knot of the Bone right now. Yep. You're gonna max out on this Knot of the Bone. Go to our turn. Let's draw a card. Tangled Islet is cool. I'm going to keep that in case they find another thing here. So we are going to tap 4. Mill ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we are going to Knot of the Bone. We're going to gain 31 life. We're gonna deep analysis ourselves, right? Draw 2 cards, play another Persistent Petitioners, and now we're good on life. Now we're good on life. They are top decking, notably. They are top decking as long as they don't top deck like crazy, like they can. They have really good top decks out there, but okay, Lembas, fair enough. Get a little scry draw. At this point, it's about racing them. So I have enough cards in my graveyard. So the Bojuka Bog I am also really scared about. But I did just gain a bunch of life, so that is fair. Okay, what do they do? They scry to the bottom. They're drawing pff, beautiful. Beautiful. That is exactly what I like to see. Yep. 4 in the air. Go to our turn. Pawn Profit is a great draw because we need 2 more and then we're milling 24 a turn. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, see, I'm gonna just do this now. I'm not gonna lie. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna just do this now and then force the issue. Go ahead. I'll take the damage. And then I'll also Knot of the Bone and just tap out. I'll Knot of the Bone and tap out. Go for it. Do you have it? That is what I'm asking you. Do you have it? I'm at 52 life. You're at 18 cards. You top decked. GG's. Oh my god. Let's go. Pauper Simic Petitioners mill. We got there against a matchup that I had no business winning against. Let's go. Woo! Of course, in between recordings, I get a haircut, by the way. Yes, I do look different. But then I also lose the die roll. Opponent does mulligan. I keep a 7. More resources is fun. Let's see what our opponent plays. Huh? What? Geothermal crevice. Geothermal crevice. I don't know if I've ever seen this land. Oh, that's really annoying. I'm gonna have to play that later. It's gonna have to be Tangled Islet. Tangled Islet. Probably. Oh Lord. What is our opponent doing? What? You kept a one-lander? Oh, okay. So let's play the Bellower. We'll draw, discard, pass. Next turn we'll play another Bellower. Draw, discard, Simic. Oh, okay. What? Okay, I mean, we are the Petitioners deck, so whatever. We have a second Petitioner. I feel better about playing this one. Go to combat attack with the 2-1. I have no idea what's happening right now. Simic Grow Chamber. Bounce the island. Next turn we can start the mill thing. Hopefully they don't find a land. Like, I don't know what's going on right now. I'm actually so curious. Okay, so you have no lands. Is some type of combo. Is this just like Storm? Is this what Storm is supposed to be? I've never played against. I've seen like Calicase play like Ruby Storm. I've just never. Yeah, this is just Storm. Interesting. Okay. I mean, yo, we're just supposed to slam them, right? So we go Persistent Petitioners. Then we go Bellower. And then I don't know, like discard the Generous Ent at this point. And then we just mill them, I guess. And just go at it. Oh my Lord, they are their lands. I've milled over so many of their lands. Oh my God. I've milled over so many of their lands. Oh my God. Okay. All right. That actually helps a lot. So we're gonna go Mothdust Changeling. We're gonna go Mothdust Changeling. We're then gonna go Petitioners. So we don't have to discard a card just yet. What we can do is mill you for 1. Then we can activate to mill you for, and then keep it pushing. That's it. That's all we got. Next turn, we pretty much just win. They don't know it, but I don't think they can do anything here. They go to discards. They don't see lethal just yet, but I have it. I mean, yo, play the land. Play the, I mean, I would just discard a card, but for the sake of consistency, let's just do this. I guess I could have forced, okay, that was a bit of a mistake. I can force them to, okay, I could have just won on this turn. I'm being an idiot. All right. I'm being an idiot. All right. Top 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mill you, and then mill you again. Okay, I've actually never played against this deck list. So this is interesting. But so they lose here on upkeep, on draw. They need to do something here. Okay, all right. So this is just going to be blue elemental blast, probably dispel. So we're not going to need any of these. Yeah, and then we're not going to need any of the Masked Vandals, although they do add to our count. So maybe we keep 2 because they are things at the end of the day. They have a 2/2 that reduces, but this is just going to be, honestly, there's so much that could work in this matchup. There's honestly so much. So I think we start with blue elemental blast and we just start with dispel and then we just run it that way. I feel like Spellstutter, like I feel like I'm really reducing my thing count, but this is just one of those matchups because it's combo, kind of need it all. It's a rare one. It's not a common matchup. It's crazy how I guessed. It's crazy how I guessed correctly. I genuinely did not know this was Ruby Storm. It's not Ruby Storm, sorry. It's just It's just Red Storm. It's just Red Storm. You play like Gutter Snipe and you win with that. I genuinely did not know. So that's fun. They mulligan. I think we're gonna mulligan too. The hand's like fine, but like, okay. I'll actually try this. We'll keep this and I'll drop a Dispel. Keep this and I'll drop a Dispel. They need a reducer to really start going off. Like, I don't think this is a turn 2 deck. We can Glistener Seer. And then we can set a stop. Oh my god. Set stop. Yield until here. Because I'm going to try and scry into a land. I'll remove an oil counter, scry into a land, hopefully. Put it at the bottom. Go to draw. Okay. So they're not doing anything crazy just yet. Hopefully not. So we can Generous Ent. Tangled Islet. Play the Tangled Islet. And pass. Because we can't cast anything, so I might as well just grab the top blue source. Hopefully they don't just like go off here. I think they still need like a setup turn. Yeah, they still definitely need a setup turn. Okay. They'll play like the other reducer probably. Oh, they'll just Manamorphose. They might actually just go off here. Honestly, they might actually just go off here. But I had to like develop my mana too, so. Okay. Ooh. Do you have it? There's a non-zero chance. There's a non-zero chance. Okay. So Siege Smash. Okay. What do you do from here? So everything's like really reduced. Ooh. Draw 2 cards. So you have the flashback with that. Nightscape Familiar. Goblin Archaeomancer's not an option. You would have to flash back. Right? For just 1. Right? What is this? Draw 2 cards. That's flashback. Okay. They're doing stuff and things. They could very well just go off here. Try to mulligan to a hand, but I saw like all the elemental blasts and stuff, and I was like, all right. I'm curious. Let's see. They can whiff. The chance is really low, but it can happen. Nightscape they can't cast, which is great. Okay, so they play a land. They bring it in tapped, and I should just be able to... Okay, good. All right, so we should be in a good spot here. So they're just going to generate a bunch of mana. They have stuff with flashback, and that's okay. That's okay. They don't have much, and I have time. Okay, not when we're drawing like that. Okay, so we will pass through. I guess we could have used Glistener Seer here, but it's okay. We have blue elemental blasts and stuff. Like, we should be able to stop them a little bit. Okay, they'll swing in. No, they won't. Okay, we will try and scry for a land. Okay. Okay, I mean, this is what I get for saying I'm gonna play a land. Yeah, Simic Growth Chamber. Simic Growth Chamber, return the island, and pass. That's the best I can do. So no artifacts out. They're waiting on a way to just start going off here. You have the double reducer is like really brutal. But they are just top decking here, which is nice. So I can remove the last oil counter. Try and find my way into something. I did. Let's see here. Glistener. Yeah, leave that on top. That's fine. I'll draw the land. I would love to keep drawing lands here. So let's do this. Let's play the Pawn Prophet. We'll just draw a card. I'm not super pressed to do anything right now. I love the Dispel. Perfect. So we have a bunch of answers, and they're just top decking. They're gonna what? Sack. They're gonna like flash back. Yeah, that's fine. Do what you need to do. Set yourself up. Because once they commit these like out of the yard, then they're just not gonna have much. Okay. What do we got? I think I'm gonna dispel that. I think we're gonna blue elemental blast that actually. Because there's probably a world where like I'm thinking of like compulsive research. Okay, so I just don't want them creating all that and drawing 2 cards. Yeah, that's fine. Then discard a card at random, like could work in my favor. Okay, so you're still top decking here. After that, we're just gonna be balls to the wall here. We are gonna sorcery. I don't want them to use this actually. Target spell if it's red. Let's just do that. I just don't, if they're top decking, I just don't want them to like find cards. So I'm running out of options. It's a little unfortunate, but that's okay. 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 So after this, like pretty whatever. Okay. Doing a bunch on the stack. Okay. Big score. Okay, yep. So you can do this while on the stack, and that's fine. Okay. So you have 6 red. You have to have like a Manamorphose to really keep going here. Okay, and then they just concede. Okay. Wow, we ended up getting there. I feel like I didn't, like, I feel like I disrupted at the right points. I didn't really do much. I think I got really lucky in game 1. I mean, it just goes to show you the deck has options. It's just, this is the type of deck that wasn't able to get there. And I feel like we just countered at the right time. They whiffed. So let's go to game 4. I would love to play first as, yes, this ends good. Okay. I mean, we got a pawn profit on 2 as well, just to keep the draw going. I mean, we should pretty much just play, I mean, if we're thinking about haste, it's probably going to be Glistener Seer. I mean, once we play this, then they should know, you know, no other Pauper deck is playing Glistener Seer. Ooh, some type of Boros. Okay. So we're gonna just, okay. I love that. So I'm not super pressed about using things. So I can next turn play Petitioners, play Mothdust, pass the turn. If they don't mill me for anything, then sure. Oh Lord. Don't be corny. Don't be corny right now. Don't be corny right now. Don't be corny right now. What is this? Don't do this. Don't do this right now. I'm so happy I played the Glistener Seer. Okay. So we're gonna play the other Seer. We're gonna play the Persistent Petitioner. Okay. Alright, we're gonna pass the turn from here. Freaking Card Clan Shaman. Get out of here. Okay, some type of Boros mid-range. Reckoner's Bargain, another one. All right, do you play it? I feel like it's value. I feel like it's value. All right, Ancient Den. Fair enough. Yeah, play that. Bounce the Synthesizer. What are we exiling as well? Vault of Whispers. Okay. Okay. All right, we are going to mill you for that much. Mill you for 12. Okay, go to my turn. Oh, okay. Pretty content with just doing this, honestly. And just passing the turn. Can mill you for 1. And then, so 13 cards in total. Okay, Synthesizer grabs what? One. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. I love it. It's just, they've milled like so many free cards for me. I love it. Just so many free cards for me. Okay, all right. In response. Hold on now. In response. Okay. We are just going to wipe everything. Okay. Target player mills a card. Right. And then you are going to mill 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna mill another 20. And you're just gonna lose all that. You're gonna lose the card that you exile, which is another synthesizer, which is fine. You're at 19 cards. We are definitely gonna Winding Way for creatures. Oh, I love it. We are gonna Pawn Profit. Ooh, and I put a Nod to the Bone into the graveyard. Folks, it's like the deck builds itself. It's like the deck builds itself. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? It's this free? There's no way it's this free. There is no way it's this free. Oh my god. Okay, Great Furnace for sure. Play the other synthesizer. Oh my god. And the Gal Blast. Yes. You have 4 artifacts. Gal Blast me. Yeah, baby. It's a race ting right now. Okay. Okay. We're gonna persist. Yeah, we're just gonna go for it. It's just correct to do this. And then do this. So you can't deal 12 damage to me. I don't think you can. So I'm just gonna make you have it. I'm just gonna make you have it. So this is just... Yeah, okay. Yeah, you just make them have it. It is Mardu Affinity. That's the word I was looking for. It's not Grixis. It's Mardu is the word I'm looking for. There's a fair amount of red. I think into this matchup, I think it's just going to be Blue Elemental Blast, if I'm going to be honest. Masked Vandal just goes so hard. We're going to go drop, drop, drop. And then we'll drop a Winding Way. We'll just play the Elemental Blast. Goes so hard. Yeah, Masked Vandal is a must. It's a must here. We didn't find any, but... Oh, baby. The KCS... KCS was kind of unfortunate. It's possible, though. Nah. No, not this one. Not this one. Oh, God. Okay, it's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be. A little slow. Opponent kept to 7. We get to draw, though. Nile Spellbomb is okay. So that kind of eliminates our long game. There's our Greenland. I think I will just... Oh my god, relax. Okay, so they just had all the answers in the world. I'll just discard one of these. That's fine. Go to our turn. Oh yeah. Play the Glistener Seer. Play the Growth Chamber. Bounce this to my hand. Pass. Probably could have waited. I don't know. I don't want to throw the Persistent Petitioners out into some type of removal. Take the damage. The Nile Spellbomb does help, like, protect against thing. Oh, Lord. Again? You're killing me right now. Okay. Our turn. Bellower will play. Right. We'll draw. And not bad. I will drop... It's actually a tough call. I will drop a Petitioner. Next turn, I will do both. Okay, I will probably Glistener Seer here. It's actually really tough. If they bounce the Refurbished Familiar again, it's a pretty good engine. I think people have clued in. It's a pretty good engine to be able to bounce Refurbished Familiar. Familiar is a busted Magic card. It's so good. It really is. It's so good. Okay. That's chill with me. Play your back. Draw a card. Get some type of value. Yeah, so remove an oil counter. Okay. It helps. Let's go Winding Way. I don't really want to throw out the Persistent Petitioners if I cannot... Oh, I lose my Elemental Blast. Yeah, there's not much I'm doing about that. Okay, so let's just go Pawn Profit and pass. Okay. All right. It's just gonna be about racing at this point. So, because the problem is like there's no world where I beat this Nihil Spellbomb without thing, so it's just gonna be about racing them. They have like Gal Blast and stuff. It's really tough. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yep. Put me in a tough spot here. The best I can do is give this thing flying. I can't block otherwise. That's tough. Yeah. No, I think that's just the L. That's fine. They were able to get there. So we lost our blue elemental blast. I think we just run it back. That's all this is about. Yeah, we're just gonna have to run it back. If they get there, they get there. Like this is black based control mid-range is just gonna be our tougher matchup. No, I'm not keeping one-landers into this. This is better. I'm gonna drop the deep analysis. This is better. No, it's got to be deep. Because I need the Generous Ent in the yard for the thing here. So we're gonna go Generous Ent. So I'm gonna be able to get their turn 1 land, hopefully. So let's cycle this now. Grab a forest. We're going to play Masked Vandal. We're going to play Masked Vandal and force the situation. Yep. Hit your land. Just set you back. Oh, no Nihil Spellbomb to answer me there. Okay, so just time walk them, which I think is valuable here. Okay. Now we're gonna go. Another one is great. We are gonna draw a card, right? And then we're gonna go to combat. We don't need to do everything right now. Attack. Play a Simic Growth Chamber. Bounce the island. We'll end up playing the island anyway. Pass. If they make it, I would actually really like to discard a card. I'll probably discard the Glistener Seer. It'll be a creature. Oh, I love having you on 2 lands, especially lands that you don't like the color of. Oh yeah. Especially lands you do not like the color of. Let's play this. Let's play Seer. And let's play Petitioner. Let's pass. That's the start of something beautiful here, folks. That is the start of something beautiful. I would love to force this situation. So that puts a creature into my yard, which is going to be important. Hopefully they don't have any more lands. Finanicker Wellspring, I love it. Okay. Okay, what are we paying for here? Yep. Okay, so they do not want this smoke at this point. So we are going to go Masked Vandal. You got to use the Nihil Spellbomb. You got to use the Nihil Spellbomb. This is the untapped Great Furnace. You got to use the Spellbomb here. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Okay, we will hold up Elemental Blast. We will go in for combat. Actually, we won't. I think we'll hold up Glistener Seer. Yeah, let's just do this now. We will hold up Glistener Seer. Just for the scry. Okay, and we got Blue Elemental Blast for the counter. Love it. Just time walking them twice. Oh my god. It's that easy. Folks, you just... Oh my god. Let's go into game 5. Let's go. Into game number 5, I would love to play first. I'm gonna the hand's gas. Let's do it. Hand's gas. Yeah. It answers an artifact should I need it. It's got a Gnaw to the Bone. It has no Petitioner, but there's 10 of them in there, and I got some draws, so... Hand's good. We can Generous Ent into a... we'll wait. So we'll play the island. And then we will see what we need a Generous Ent into. Whether it be a Tangled Islet I mean, honestly, 90% I'm probably playing a forest anyway, just to get the pawn profit out. Oh my god, okay. I'm definitely hitting that. Any chance I get to time walk my opponent, I'm taking it. It's just such good value. Oh my god. Any chance I get to time walk my opponent, I'm taking it. Yo, it just... Oh my god. It's so good. It's so good. All right. Set him back even further. Set him back even further. Okay, it's looking like burn. Oh no, it's affinity. Okay, all right. So setting them back, honestly, is good. Okay, so we're gonna go pawn profit. Right? Draw a card. Ooh. Maybe that would have changed what I wanted to do, but we will return the forest. Maybe I should have just not like auto thing there. I was just on autopilot. It might have been better just to play the island there, but I guess to play 2/2 drops. Just is better on the mana here. Okay. So they're trying to find their colors right now. Okay. So that's pretty good. What we will do, we'll play the Glistener Seer. We will play the Mothdust. We will play the Persistent Petitioners. And then we will just mill you for a bunch. Actually, hold on. We will tap all these. Yeah. We will tap all these. Mill you for a bunch. Since you're trying to find your way there. Ooh. Oh, this isn't a good matchup. Oh, no. It's John Wildfires. Oh, I thought this was Affinity. Oh, ooh. That's no good. I guess I should have guessed off the swamp, but there are versions of Affinity that'll, like, you know, they'll play it out as an option, but yikes, that's not good. That's not good. There's a cast down coming my way. Yep. That is a cast down coming my way. Yeah. I guess I could have scried. We will do it now. We'll put that on top. We'll play the forest. We will Bellowing. Right? Draw, discard. We will Winding Way. Look for creature. Found a Petitioner, which is not bad. We will go to combat. We will attack because there is a world where this matters. So having a Gnaw in the yard is kind of nice. They will probably grab red here. Okay. Thins their deck a little bit. Every little card they grab is important. Cast down and freaking refurbishment. There's their green. Okay. I am feeding into this blood fountain like pretty well. There's that too. Cleansing Wildfire for some ramp. That's fine. Get a Basike in tapped. Oh lord. Big moves next turn. Big moves. Let's play this. Petitioners. And just do this now. 3, 4. Let's just mill you for 12. Let's just... Let's tap this. Okay, put on top. I will discard it. I will discard it. I will keep this in my hand. Now, obviously, if they Cart Clan Shaman, I'm playing into it. But I'm playing into the Shaman. But to be fair, the Shaman, I am playing into the Shaman a bit. But let's see if they see the line. The line is definitely Shaman and blow out my board. Not this. Whatever they're doing right now is not the line. The line is Blood Fountain for that Shaman, play the Shaman, wipe their board, wipe mine. I have 1 card left in hand. If they have a Shaman in hand, sure. But that's the line. Okay. What are we sacking? Okay. Draw 2. Yo, drawing is brave. The line was there. Because I can get you down to 12 is 4. I can get you down to 3 cards in library. And then the problem is, even if you wipe my board at that point, like, you don't have the clock. All right? You don't have the clock. Yeah, see, I just win now. I just win now. Now I have 8. I have enough untapped advisors. Okay, so I don't think we're gonna win this one. I'm gonna be honest. I think we're 4-1ing this, in complete fairness. But we're gonna try. We won't rely too heavily on these. Masked Vandals are okay, right? We'll drop one of these, drop one of these. I think this is going to be about Blue Elemental Blast and the Fairies, which feels really weird if you're dropping things, but yeah, I don't know. I don't want to rely too much on the Knot of the Bones. I don't think that's going to be what the matchup is about. I don't think so. We'll play the Elemental Blast though, because that'll just get rid of the things I like care about the most. I don't know. I don't know how correct of a move this is, but we'll see. We'll run this. It's not bad. It's not good. We will just play this and pass. See if there's anything to Elemental Blast here. There's a possibility. Okay. All right. Let's play this for a pawn profit. We just draw a card. If they remove it, they remove it. Spellstutter Sprite is nice. That'll help once I can like set things up. Cleansing Wildfire. That would have been a nice Elemental Blast, but whatever. Hopefully we can take them back on a land at some point here. Ooh, this is brutal. Okay. I think I just go Bellowing Crier, if I'm gonna be honest. Definitely drop one of these. Okay, I'm gonna hold up the Elemental Blast. This is a pretty good turn for them to just play that 4-mana mid-range threat. It's a pretty good turn for them to do that, but the problem is that card, it gets its value on cast, so oh wow. Okay, we can stop doing this. I'll be honest, we can stop doing this. I don't want you to get like all your mana. Yeah, we can stop doing all that. Can you just kill something of mine? That'd be great. Okay, I guess not. It'd be really appreciated if you could, but let's go. Let's go to combat. Let's attack. I think this is just going to be about playing things slow. So block there. Simic Growth Chamber. Bounce the island. And then we can hold up Spellstutter Sprite for a 1-drop. Or we can Blue Elemental Blast. Two frog advisors, unfortunately. 2 frog advisors. Opponent is doing something for some amount of mana. Writhing Chrysalis. This thing's devoid. Okay, I don't even know why I brought this in then. All right, whatever. This thing's okay. All right, yeah, I can't even read. All right, this thing's freaking devoid. Great. Let's play this, right? Let's grab that. Grab a Tangled Islet. We can't play it, but we can now do this. right? We can now do this. We will hit their one green source, like their one artifact green source. Get that out of there. And I think that's the correct way to play this. And then we will Persistent Petitioners, and we will hold this up. And we will force action on their turn. How's it? That's all we can do. I think that's all we can do. Now I can counter 2-drops. Wow. Not for much longer, though. All right. Sack 'em. Oh, my God. Crazy. All right. Yep. Get some more. Get out there. Get threatening. Yeah, I'll happily take 6. I'll happily take 6 here. Jesus. All right. Let's just force the situation. Let's mill you. I think we might as well start our clock. Right. We got enough lands. Hopefully we can Winding Way into something. This thing having Devoid is so dumb. But alright. Maybe we should mill ourselves, but doesn't seem like the type of game we're going to have right now. Let's get Creature. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. Okay. Alright. We might actually have a lane. We might actually have a lane here. Okay. We might actually have a lane. Okay. All right. So we just need to block a couple times. That's all we need to do. We just need to block a couple times. Okay. Right. Cast down again. Yup. Just checking it's on thing here. Okay. So forcing my hand in terms of not being able to block every turn is going to be real annoying, but it is what it is. Get rid of that. Coming at me for freaking 10. Like, oh my God. Okay, I'm at 5. I just have to hold up creatures at this point. I can't afford to play Winding Way this turn. I don't think I can. Okay, I'll take that for what it is. Let's play Mothdust Changeling. I guess I can afford to do this. Let's go Creature. Masked Vandal. Kind of goated, but okay. Let's play this. Okay. Not bad. So we have another one. Opponent cannot be happy about this at this point. I will happily Spellstutter Sprite that. Counter the Pyroblast. Play this, and then we will pass. Okay, so we are at 5. If my opponent has some type of big burn spell, I lose. But I think this is the avenue that we have to take. I think pressuring them is key. If they can kill this, then they can kill it. So we will 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap those. No, it's 7. There's something to be said about milling myself here. So it might actually be incorrect to do that at this point. I'm just thinking if I top deck Persistent Petitioners, I just win the game. If I'm finding Winding Way or something, like I just win the game. So that's just the angle I'm gonna play to. Yeah, that's just the angle I'm gonna play to. Like I see the makeshift munitions in the yard. What are the chances they have another? If they have it, they have it. Whatever. But okay. So at this point, the blue elemental blast has run out its stay. Okay. Oh my God. Grab a creature. Please. Please. Hold on. There's a way to actually do this properly. So we do this to lock out their red sources. We take the Dross Forge Bridge, right? We do this to lock out the red sources, right? And then we take out Spellstutter Sprite. We pass through. Go to main. Go to main. Persistent Petitioners. No way. Persistent Petitioners. Do we get the 5-0? Do we get the 5-0? Oh no, not that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we get the 5-0? You mill out? GG's? Oh my god, we did it. We did it. I haven't 5-0'd in forever. I think ever. It's been years. That's how bad I am at this game. Oh my god. We did it. I gotta contain myself. I can't scream or my wife's gonna kill me. I gotta stop being loud. I'm trying to do better at not being loud. I'm too loud. Yo, let's go! Let's go! Let's go! We 5-0'd! This is sick! This is sick! Yo, this is the sickest game! This is the sickest... Oh, this is the sickest league. All right. GG's. Let's go.